Hi, I'm Rohini Nilekani, and my job is as a director with Xstep Foundation to enhance learning opportunities. And I'm also a writer, and I write many books for children. Yeah. Which child's interactions have remained with me? There are many because I've encountered hundreds of children as part of my work, but one or two that remain with me. One was in a tribal village in northern Karnataka when we went as part of Pratham Books, and we were distributing books. And actually, it happened to be a book that I had written. And one young boy, actually, he may have been about 8 or 9 years old, and he picked up the book in Kannada and he read it beautifully. And he was a very new early learner. He had just learned, even though he's 9 years old, he had just learned to read. And he read that book, and then he held it to his chest and looked at us proudly, and we clapped, and we went to look at for the next child. But then he said, Nandu Agilla, he said, I haven't finished. Because then he picked up the English version of the same book and read it to us, more haltingly, but with equal amount of pride. And that stayed with me because it showed me that when you give children opportunities, they will grab them with both hands. And he wanted to show how much his potential was. And once he was given that, that roller coaster, he was just off like a rocket. So that was one of the things that has stayed with me for a while, that there's so much more to do. He could have had the same opportunity 5 years earlier if we had done more. So there's always more to do for more children who desperately need it. The question is, how do we create content that is truly inclusive? And I think that's a very deep question, because while there is a lot of pedagogy around the idea of inclusion, there is still a lot of work to be done to truly understand inclusion. And sometimes it's a personal journey to be made first. I myself have found that even though the intent is to be inclusive, many times I'm not able to be. And so perhaps the first step is to take that outer to inner journey first together, maybe in a very nice collegial environment, and then take back the journey from inner to outer to define inclusion and to describe it joyfully together. So then that way, it's coming from a deeper place of the heart along with the conviction of the head.